Yeah.
Okay. I'm Sergeant Hanson. I'm going to do a quick overview on a distinguished visitor mission. It all starts with the TCR from CENTCOM, the theater clearance request. They request a visit and they have a purpose for the distinguished visitor to come out here to check on, whatever to check on. It could be retrograde coming out of Iraq, Afghanistan, or to find out if our latrines are working properly. Whatever the purpose is, that's not super important to us at first, because what we do is we facilitate the mission, we transport them, we billet them, we feed them, and we make sure they get to all their office calls, roundtables, and meals where they have meetings. Moving right into it. A distinguished visitor is the rank of 07 or above, or a civilian equivalent, or it can be a special guest of the commanding general. For example, Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, they are considered DVs. They're not as smart as generals, but that's also the Wounded Warriors, entertainers, anyone down that road. We treat them just the same. The setup in the vehicle for a distinguished visitor, the principal always will sit right behind the passenger seat in a vehicle. That's referenced as P1. The principal always does that for a strong side drop-off, so we can bring them up to the curb for whoever is going to meet them. They'll be standing here, and they'll be able to walk out right to that way to the curb so that they don't have to walk around into traffic, so that they're always safe. We'll even go out of our way to make sure that they have a strong side pickup and drop-off. The driver is assigned to the Office of Personal Responsibility. They'll be in charge of the whole mission. Oftentimes, the Joint Visitors Bureau will be the OPR. And in that case, it makes it more simple for my explanation here. So we will assign a driver and an action officer, which will become the escort officer for the purpose of the mission. The action officer is in charge of making sure that the mission goes off. They lead the escort officer into making their meetings and making their timely arrivals and departures. So we would go out to the flight line, pick up the distinguished visitor when they come from CONUS. From that point, we have them until they leave here, until we take them back to the flight line. That includes all the ECP transfers. I had mentioned billeting before, and we make all those arrangements as well. Let's see here. The movement is very similar to a military motorcade. I don't really think it's anything super different. The only major difference is that the principal, and it's kind of like the Secret Service scenario, we are in charge of their safety, which means that our safety is secondary to theirs. We will make sure that they get there safe. We typically have anything built off of a two-vehicle model where we have the limousine that carries the principal, and then we have a chase car that does blocking. And it can expand depending on how many people we have in the motorcade. But based on two vehicles, the limousine is going to, if there's any attack, they're going to evade and run. And the chase vehicle is going to cause any distraction that they can cause to slow down whatever kind of attack is occurring. We train for all that. All right. I think that brings us to a close. Are there any questions? Yes, ma'am?
Yes, I was wondering if what type of billeting do you offer?
That's a great question. I'm glad you asked that. We have barracks, hard barracks, that have been modified to appear as hotel rooms. They are a double occupancy with separate rooms, and they share a common area, kitchen area, and a latrine space. They are secure from the other billeting environment. No vehicles are allowed to park outside of that area for obvious reasons, for the DV security, distinguished visitors. And I gotta do it over. I'm sorry, guys. But that was kind of close. How much time is that?
That was good. You're right over.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well then just cut it, and then I'll upload it.